Yes.
So I have been deployed to Goa primarily to hold a press conference on the huge mistake that the national government is doing with the national monetization pipeline, whereby they will be surrendering the revenue of public assets to private parties at an undervaluation and in an indiscriminate manner. I think this is a huge disservice to the nation and selling away of the family silver, which has been built over a period of 67 to 70 years. I think this is a very, very unfortunate development, and I have come to Goa primarily to highlight this issue and to point out the glaring mistake that the central government is doing in diluting the assets that have been built for the country. Apart from that, the Honorable Congress President Giriji and CLP leader Kamathji have invited me to come and talk to the Congress leaders and workers today, and I've had the pleasure of interacting with them. I can see that they're all very, very motivated in wresting back Goa to Congress, and I'm sure that they will be successful in their efforts. So I had a chance of interacting to them and talking to them about a few of the failures of the national government in terms of the economy, in terms of the security, in terms of the 3 farm laws that they have passed without any dialogue, and the way they continues to suppress dialogue and discussion in parliament, which is a very, very unfortunate situation. Recently, Mr. Nitin Gadkari had said that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sri Vajpayee, prime ministers of 2 different parties, always believed that there should be a strong opposition. Here we have a government which is not even allowing a proper discussion and dialogue in parliament. This is the unfortunate state of affairs. And there are, contentious issues, when it comes to the dilution of national assets. The Congress did do disinvestment in the past, but again, those were of unstrategic assets and unprofitable assets that had been built up. This government is diluting profitable assets and again handing them over in an indiscriminate manner to private parties. And that too strategic assets, transmission lines, ports, national highways, railway lines. I think this is a huge disservice to the nation and definitely has an impact on the national security scenario. There are 3 major contentious issues that Goans are very unhappy about. The way the huge railway track is being built to transport coal to a power plant, and the way the roads are being widened, not taking into consideration local sensitivities, and the way the rivers have been occupied, rights on rivers, and how the hinterland of the port area is going to be expanded, thereby giving the power to determine the extent of the port land to the port trust, without again taking into consideration the sensitivities involved locally, either with the villages and the panchayats and the local population. I think this is a huge disrespect to the local population. These were the burning issues that the Congress President and Kamathji have been highlighting, and all the workers also have been echoing. And I hope that the public will be sensitized adequately about these issues which will affect their lives. And I hope that this sensitivity to these issues would be noted by the central government, and they will resent the moves on those things.
So it says that Congress should focus on these issues during these elections.
So no, these were the issues that I got educated upon, and actually, since these affect the local population and the local interests, I think are issues definitely worth taking up by the Congress.
How you see, as you have past experience, do you think that the Goa Congress still needs more improvement for these elections? Interaction with them?
I think we have very, very capable leaders in Goa, and what I've seen of the Congress president, whom I've known from the past, is a very affable, approachable leader, and I think that is important. You know, you have to be a team player in the run-up to the election, and we have a very experienced man in Mr. Digambar Kamath. We have, you know, seasoned leaders in Mr. Falero and Mr. Sadina. So I think teamwork will definitely carry everybody along, and I'm sure together they can inspire all the leaders and find appropriate candidates to put up good local fights.
As a leader in the nationals, किती interaction झाले त्यांच्यामध्ये?
Basically, as a part of AICC program, Mr. Pallam Rajuji was in Goa to hold this press conference so that Goans at large are educated. Simultaneously, we took the opportunity with his vast knowledge about what is happening at the national level, that they are working against the nation, they are working against the country, they are working against the people, and they are selling or disposing the assets created by the people of India with their hard efforts. So yesterday he addressed the media, and today we got an opportunity to have an interaction with all our key office bearers. And whatever doubts were there in the mind, they raised all the doubts, and respected Pallam Rajuji replied them. They explained them various aspects of this. आणि ते एक बरें इंट्रॅक्शन हेल्थी इंट्रॅक्शन जाल्लें आसा आनी तेजेर ते खुबशे एड्युकेटेड जाल्ले आसा, खुबशे इश्यूचेर तांकां क्लॅरिटी मेळिल्ली आसा. सो ते एक एडवांटेज आमी घेतलेली आसा.
Okay, दुसऱ्या राहुल गांधी ट्वीट केला, the people who have not fought for freedom doesn't know the value of the assets. So
So exactly what I said earlier is that the RSS, BJP, Janasangh, whatever you call it, they have not contributed for the independence of this country. On the contrary, they were other side. They took several years to recognize our national flag. They have not contributed anywhere to build this nation. हे जे assets इतले create जाल्ले आसा, whether it is a strategic importance from defense point of view, or whether it is important from the social point of view. Now today, when the railways, everything will go in the private hands, it will no more will remain affordable to the common man. So this is another fear. Slowly it will go. So the Congress party always thought of the last person. Always, ताका कशें benefit जातलें? Any policies, how it will affect the last person in this country or in this society. So Congress party always thought of that, and that is why Rahulji is absolutely right. The people have not contributed, not built something. They have no right to sell something that they have not built. This, all resources belongs to the hardworking, dedicated people of this country, and BJP and Narendra Modi has no right, whatever way, to use them.
The public sector assets have been built over a number of years, spending public money. It belongs to the people of India. It cannot be just handed over to a private party. And you must understand the stakeholders, which is the public, the trade unions, the employees, nobody has been involved in the dialogue. They just took a unilateral decision. And you must understand, only in public sector we can implement reservations also, which we cannot implement once it's privatized. So these are the implications that are there, which they haven't applied a thought nor have they indulged in a dialogue.